NetJets is more. And with NetJets, you get more. More exceptional service. Heightened safety standards. And anytime access to where you're needed most. Do more and miss less with NetJets.
Check, 1, 2, check. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2, 3. Check, 1, 2, 3.
At Palm Beach Equine Clinic, we know your horse is not only a superior athlete, but a part of your family. With more than 30 veterinarians, 4 board-certified surgeons, and the most technologically advanced equine imaging suite in the country, our team has all the skill sets required for accurate diagnosis and successful treatment. Palm Beach Equine Clinic is committed to providing exceptional service and care for both patients and owners. Visit equineclinic.com today to make us a part of your team.
SCAD, students have the opportunity to design their own creative careers.
There's no better place to come if you want to incorporate horses with your education. I can come out to the barn and ride every day.
The better rider I am, the more I'm going to know my subject, and it's a huge part of what fuels my passion when I'm painting them.
It's really nice to be able to see those students continuing on with what they're passionate about and being so successful.
Getting set for our upcoming IDA development class, and it is the Grand Prix to complete the week. In fact, a National Grand Prix to follow this as well. But it is on a Super Sunday here in the sunshine here in Florida. And our thanks to IDA Development once again. Remember, you dream it, they build it. And IDA makes their custom building dreams a reality, specializing in Equitan rubber flooring, custom barns, steel barns, buildings, and covered arenas as well as outdoor arenas with state-of-the-art irrigation and drainage control systems. You can visit their showroom on site or head to their websites as well. Thank you to them once again. Our website at IDA Develops. And it is getting set for our upcoming $140,000 class. Course all laid out for the first round. Traditional jump-off format clears, ideally, going on to the second round. And they will go in the order of the first round. 33 combinations going in our Grand Prix this afternoon. And Cassie Cruz, our course designer as well. A time allowed of 81 seconds around the course here. And the course for today's $140,000 IDA Development Grand Prix, starting at the white and black, and that's over at the far side at only the screen as the first on course. We come to the wall early on in the track to the blue and white arched wall at fence 2, and just a little bit of a bend in the line to the right there as they come to the second. It is to 3 to the triple bar, to the black and white triple bar, and then taking the left-hand line out to the MS vertical in the familiar orange colours at fence 4. IDA Development Oxer, our sponsors fence, coming up at 5, and turn back then to the turquoise towers at fence 6. From there down the arena to the triple combination into the red and white going across the centre, past the water and the ponds at 7A, B and C, 2 strides and 1 through here. And then on to fence 8 at the palm trees after that, as that replica of the palms there at fence 8. From there to 9 to the swans, the little skinny there at the next, and the white swan replicas in the wings there. And turning to the actual wings of the Duta Corporation fence at fence 10, literally giving horses wings as they fly them around the world at fence 10. Related distance up to a double of verticals at 11A and B, and the 1 stride distance there at the next, and into our final line in round 1, and that taking us up to fences 12 and 13 to complete the Oxer over in front of the Derby Bank, and finally the vertical, the red and white, as the last on course. So 13 numbered fences in all around the track here for this 3-star Grand Prix, with a time allowed of 78 seconds. Time allowed of 78 seconds. 78 seconds time allowed around the track of 13 fences and all underway in just a few moments' time. And our thanks once again to IDA Developments. You dream it, they build it. And somebody's dream going to come true this afternoon as a winner of our Grand Prix, and also another as well to open things up, we're delighted to say, for the singing of our national anthem.
That's right, Carly Copaz here with us. A singer from Wellington, a 16-year-old junior at the Dreyfus School of the Arts, where she is a vocal major. Carly most recently performed at Carnegie Hall as a vocal soloist this past December. She's honored to be back performing the national anthem representing Mike Soper Music. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise, if you are able, and remove cover for the Star-Spangled Banner, performed ahead of our IDA Development Grand Prix by Carly Copaz.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Very well done, and thank you, Carly. Take us into our $140,000 IDA Developments Grand Prix this afternoon. First, heading out on course and all set to go. First, the lineup of those to go into our Grand Prix this afternoon. And first of 33 to see is Lucas Maya Franjul to go the opening combination for the MF Equestrian. This is Come On for the US rider Lucas Maya Franjul. Delo 16 at 77.36. It's 16 there for the combination first to go. Lucas Maya Franjul, and Come On.
Second to show, a rider for Israel. Our next up in the order, this is Yali Kass and his own Oborus Crunchy Nut. 12-year-old gelding by Cardento. Clear round for Yali Cass and Obora's Crunchy Nut, 76.49. The reference time on the fault-free effort from the Israeli rider, second in the order, posting our first clear for the Ida Development Grand Prix.
Israel now and Isabella Rusakov. Isabella with the Suave Pony of Greenwich, Connecticut's C-Via2 horseshoe road through to Paris Games in 2024. This the gelding bicard ento for Israel's Isabella Rusakov. And deciding to retire there for Isabella Rusakov and C-Via2.
USA's Wilton Porter, the next to go, already a Grand Prix winner on the season. Here, the Winter Equestrian Festival aboard the 11-year-old Dutch Red Mare Kentucky and owned by the Sleepy P Ranch. Wave of the hand, Wilton Porter retiring in the first round of the Ida Development Grand Prix with Kentucky in.
Early stages, one clear very early on. That's from Yali Cass and Deborah's Crunchy Nut. Next for Colombia is Pablo Maia to go now for the newsprint farm as well. And this will be the gelding by Up to Date is Lontender for Pablo Maia for Colombia. Just on the floor and into the second best score so far at 74.86. Just the one fence down at the palms there for Pablo Maia and Lontendo. One clear to date.
Yeah, that one clear coming from Israel's Yali Cass with Obora's Crunchy Nut. Back to the U.S. as Michael Hughes joins us with the ride for Carolina Garcia with the 13-year-old gelding Dom Perignon. Almost just the four faults. Michael Hughes and Dom Perignon, 74.06. The time with the knockdown at number 6 for the U.S. rider.
Taking us now to Victoria Ketchum. Victoria for the Copperline Farm of here in Wellington. And with mare Zara de Louvre is USA's Victoria Ketchum. Finishing on 8 this time, it is a total of 8 at 77.202 down for Victoria Ketchum, and Zara de Louvre into 4th so far.
Last year's champion for the Hermes Meter 50 Series. Up next, Spencer Smith with a round for Don Stewart, and Ashland Farms with a 13-year-old Irish-bred gelding, HHS Seattle. As the knockdown for Spencer Smith HHS Seattle coming at the triple combination, 71-70 for the Tom on a score of 4, the second best of our efforts so far, round 1 of the IDA Development Grand Prix.
So still just the one clear at this stage from Yannick Cass, and that was producing the single clear from the 8 to date. Now on to our 9th in the order of 33 in all. This is Audrey Schultz for the Riverbrook Sport Horses of Saddle River, New Jersey. And today with the mare by Paduc du Plessis is Pebbles for Audrey Schultz of the USA. Final fence dropping there for Audrey Schultz and Pebbles. So just the last adding to 2 on course. It's 8 at 74.23, goes into 5th place so far.
Taking us to our 10th in the order, the first of the Irishmen to compete here this afternoon for the IDA Development Grand Prix. This is Jonathan Corrigan with the Darius de Kerglin, French-bred gelding owned by Twin Oaks Ventures, LLC. Faults picked up at fences 6 and 9 for Ireland's Jonathan Corrigan with the Twin Oaks Ventures Darius de Kerglin. The score 8, Tom 73-90.
Now to our next for Ireland 2 on the bounce as we go to Max Watchman next. And Max for the Coolmore show jumping, right, who's already been part of Irish teams and winning teams here in Wellington too. Max with Canum JAZ is the stallion for Max Watchman. Good round for Max Watchman, and KMJAZ gives us the second of the clears. Max waving the flag for Ireland there, so 2 into the jump off to date, Yalikas and Max Watchman.
Rider for Japan, the next to go, Karen Pole and her own Celine. 5-star Grand Prix winner here in Wellington, and a Hampton Classic Grand Prix winner next to tour the course with a 15-year-old Mecklenburg mare by Contargos. Home on a score of 4. The knockdown coming at number 12 for Japan's Karen Pole and Celine on a time of 77.28.
Goes into 6th place at the moment to clear Spencer Smith, the fastest of the 4s in 3rd at this stage. The clears coming back for the jump off. Lauren Fisher looking to join that group now, the rider from Bedford Hills in New York. And this is going to be the Clarissimo side, Conqueror Z for Lauren Fisher of the USA.
Heads up at the gate, guys. Heads up at the gate.
And unfortunately, end of the round there. Safety jacket just goes off, so just giving Lauren a minute. And good to see her up on her feet, and hopefully all A-OK there. Clear so far, 2 of those in this $140,000 IDA Development 3-star Grand Prix. Our thanks to IDA Development once again. They bring your custom building dreams to our reality, specializing in Equitan River flooring, custom barns, steel barns, buildings, and covered arenas as well. Visit them on site or to their website to idadevelops.com as well. Good to see them all okay. Lauren Fisher and Conqueror, as we'll move on to the next of the Greys.
Rider for Canada to join us next. This is Gavin Moylan with a 9-year-old Dutch bred gelding by Glenfiddich VDL. Memphis for Canada's Gavin Moylan. Gavin Moylan Stables entry, our 14th in the order for the IDA Development Grand Prix. 2 clear so far, one from Israel's Yali Kaz with a Borders Crunchy Nut, and the other from Ireland's Max Watchman with Canham JAZ. So go knockdown for the Canadian Gavin Moylan with the 9-year-old Dutch bred gelding Memphis. The 4 coming at 7-8. The time 76.60 goes into 6th.
Holding at 2 clears so far, and next of the young stars in the field is Tony Stormans to go next, and Tony for the HS Sport Fed now. This is Don Jean Deschaux, and for the gelding for the rider who in his youth career already been a gold medalist in the European Championships and been a National Grand Prix winner here in Wellington too. Tony Stormans of Germany. So close, just the last fence dropping there for Tony Stormans and Don Jean. So just finishing on the 4, goes into 5th place so far at 74.70.
Still holding on the 2 clear, Yali Cass with the Boris Crunchy Nut and Max Watchman with the Canem JAZ as the USA's Georgina Bloomberg joins us. 15-year-old Holsteiner mare Cassina, hermano by Gotham Enterprises. Central Park Rolex Grand Prix winner Georgina Bloomberg on the 4 faults, just knocking down the rail at the final fence there. The 4 coming at number 13, the time 76.73 with a score of 4.
Another one so close, last fence just dropping for them towards the finish, and so remaining at the 2 clears so far of this $140,000 Ida Developments 3-star Grand Prix. Marilyn Little now, and Marilyn finishing into the top 2 in the Grand Prix already this season, and finishing well in the MS Series with this horse. This is the Game Day's Heidi von Imhoff for USA's Marilyn Little. Just the 4 there. It is just one dropping at the triple combination there for Marilyn Little and Heidi von Imhoff as that combination grows as well, with the 11-year-old new mare partnership for Marilyn on the 4 into 7th at 75.57.
Taking us to Zoe Henk Kanter, a Nations Cup rider for Belgium. Our next to go, 12-year-old mare Batoulon, an entry owned by the Stefik Stables for the Belgian competitor. This is Tombola Z and Zoe Henk Kanter. Clear all the way around for Belgium's Zoe Henk Kanter with a Tombola Z. The time at 75.31 for the Belgian rider in the Stefik Stables entry, giving us 3 now qualify for the jump-off round in the Ida Development Grand Prix. Israel's Yali Cass, Ireland's Max Watchman, now Belgium's Zoe Henk Kanter.
19th is the order of 33 in all in the first round. Now that's to go now, and a rider who's been a Grand Prix winner here in Wellington before now. Olympian for Egypt, and for the Evergate Stables of here in Wellington. This, the mare by Emerald, is Ophir HQ for Niall Nasser.
19th is the order of 33 in all in the first round. Now that's to go now, and a rider who's been a Grand Prix winner here in Wellington before now. Olympian for Egypt, and for the Evergate Stables of here in Wellington. This, the mare by Emerald, is Ophir HQ for Niall Nasser.
Just finishing on the 4, just the one down for Nasa there, and Orphea HQ goes 5th place so far at 72.92.
20th in the order, a past to 5-star Grand Prix winning combination here at the Winter Equestrian Festival. This is Luciana Locio for Brazil with her own Lady Louise J-Man. Luciana Lucio and Lady Louise retiring here in the first round of the Ida Development Grand Prix. Still holding on the 3 clear, Yali Cass, Max Watchman, and Zoe Hink-Conter.
Takes to US rider Blythe Caroli to go now for the BK Equestrian of here in Wellington. This is the Stallion by X-Stace is Kingston for Blythe Caroli. Finishing on a total of 12, it is last fence dropping as well. 3 down on course, 75-6, 12 for Blythe, Caroli and Kingston.
Alexis Bodo, our next on course, a Wellington-based rider aboard the 9-year-old mare Timeless, our 22nd in the order. Finishing on a score of 8 with the knockdowns at 11-8 and 13 for Alexis Bodo. The time is 77:41 aboard her own Timeless.
3 clears so far in this $140,000 IDA Developments 3-star Grand Prix. And we go to US rider Margie Goldstein-Engel now for the Hall of Fame rider and for the rider who's been a Sydney Olympian and one of the winning most riders here in the US as well. The Garber show horses Bartolome and Gladewin's combination. This is Dicas. Finishing on 8, it's 71.39. It's 8 there for Margie Goldstein-Engel and Dicas still holding at the 3 clears so far. Max Watchman, Zoe Hanconta and Yali Cass.
Top 20 ranked rider and a 5-star Grand Prix winner here in Wellington. It's Israel's Daniel Blumen up next. The ride for Over the Top Stables, Lake Ronkonkoma, New York, with the 11-year-old mare Capital L. And Daniel Blumen retiring with the over-the-top stables entry Capital L. 24 so far have gone. Round one of the Ida Development Grand Prix. Fault-free effort coming from Israel's Yali Cass with Obora's Crunchy Nut. Ireland's Max Watchman with Canham J-A-Z. And Belgium's Zoe Henk Kanter with Tombola Z.
25th in the order of 33 and all to go in the first round of this Ida Development Grand Prix, and Michelle Feitosa to go now. Winner here on day one, the Brazilian rider for the Trefoil Farm of Connecticut now, and this is the Irish-bred gelding BP Nikita. Total 12, it is 3 down. Stepping up this week, Michelle Feitosa with a win on the cards with the BP Nikita, and today on 12 it's 72.56.
Hillary McNerney to get the start next, and the U.S. rider joining us for the Ida Development Grand Prix this afternoon with her own entry, an 11-year-old Holsteiner stallion, Riscalino, and the USA's Hillary McNerney. The score, Hillary McNerney and Riscalino, with the faults coming at 3 fences, 73-22 the time.
Still holding at the 3 clears in this Ida Development Grand Prix this afternoon. Now to Ireland and European team silver medalist Michael Duffy now. Michael riding for the Rain family now, and this is the gelding Mr. Kornacki for Michael Duffy. Just the one fence going down at fence 12 there for Michael Duffy. Mr. Kornacki just on 4 into 6th place at 73.46. Still holding at 3 clears as we head to our next few, and it's up to our 28th of 33.
It'll be Alex Matz to join us next with the DD Matz owned Junior Canaan. So it's time to get the round underway. 12-year-old Dutch-bred gelding by Canaan for the U.S. rider who's been a big winner up at the Royal Winter Fair in Toronto. Alex Matz, Junior Canaan, our first of 6 remaining for round 1. Almost just the 4 faults. It is the fastest of our 4 fault combinations at 70.40 for the USA's Alex Matz, with a Junior Canaan going into 4th behind our 3 that are clear.
5 combinations left to go. The best 5 in reverse order as well from qualifying in the class earlier on this week. So that also puts them in prime spot down here. And Zena Rizvi is the next of those, the 20-year-old rider who's twice gold medalist through the youth ranks as well, and winning Nations Cup rider for the youth in for the USA. This is the Exquisite Group's Esquisse du Pachi for Zena Rizvi. Just on the fall with the palm tree fence just dropping for them into 6th. Still a very good time, 72.69 for there for St. Arisby and Exquise du Pachi.
Winning combination from the Southern Arches Grand Prix this season. Our next to go, the first of our 4 remaining, the USA's Peter Lutz for Loves to Stateri with the 11-year-old mare Catriona. Bear knockdowns finishing up on 8.72.44 for Peter Lutz and his Grand Prix winning mount to Catriona, owned by Loves to Stateri.
Final 3 and best 3 in qualifying now as we go to Quentin Judge next. Quentin for the Double H Farm of here in Wellington. And this is the mare H.H. Griffin for Quentin Judge. Clear it is, 75.45. Quentin Judge going clear and giving us the 4th clear of the class. Quentin joining Yalikas, Zohan Conte and Max Watchman as the clears. Just 2 left to go in the first round of the Ida Development Grand Prix. 4 clears.
And the first of those 2, a 5-star Grand Prix winning combination here in seasons past at the Winter Equestrian Festival. The Irishman Bertram Allen for Aloga Stables with the 14-year-old gelding Pacino Amiro. The Irishman Bertram Allen and the Irish sport horse gelding Pacino Amiro going clear. The time at 73.82, qualifying our 5th combination for the jump-off round in the Ida Development Grand Prix.
Final round to go. Has been on hot form as well. Won 3 classes here on the field just a few weeks ago and winning the qualifier into this week as well. Last to go of round 1 is Venezuela's Luis Fernando Larrazabal now. This is Leanne Ablin's Baroness. Just on the 4 and into 12th place overall in the money, but it is 1 down at 74.08 for Luis Fernando Larrazabal there. And so the lineup for the jump-off includes Yali Cass, who started us off with the first, the clears with Boris Crunchy Nut. Zoe Hanconteri in the clears with Tombola Z. Max Watchman for Ireland, Canum JAZ. Quentin Judge goes clear with H.H. Griffin. And the 3-time winner of this Grand Prix returns to try and make it a magic 4th. Is going to be Bertram Allen as the last to go, with Pacino Amiro to round out the jump-off of this Ida Development Grand Prix. A few moments away from that, and of course just being set for the jump-off as we are ready for the final showdown for this $140,000 class. Our thanks to Ida Development once again. You dream it, they build it. Ida makes your custom building dreams a reality, specializing in Equitan rubber flooring, custom barns, steel barns, buildings and covered arenas, as well as outdoor arenas with state-of-the-art irrigation and drainage control systems as well. Visit them here on site onto the main grounds, or also head to the website too to find out more. That's coming up for the showdown. 5 to go against the clock to decide this Ida Development Grand Prix.
Harlem Shake.
At Palm Beach Equine Clinic, we know your horse is not only a superior athlete, but a part of your family. With more than 30 veterinarians, 4 board-certified surgeons, and the most technologically advanced equine imaging suite in the country, our team has all the skill sets required for accurate diagnosis and successful treatment. Palm Beach Equine Clinic is committed to providing exceptional service and care for both patients and owners. Visit equineclinic.com today to make us a part of your team.
It's a lot to take care of something as cool as a horse. So 3-day eventing is like a triathlon for horses. I'm counting the rhythm of the horse. If I move my seat in a certain way, they know the signals. We do ask a lot of them physically. I love to stand my horses in ice water. It makes all the blood move while taking inflammation out.
Getting set for the jump off of this $140,000 IDA Developments Grand Prix coming up, and it is 5 combinations that go in the jump off. Yali Cass will start things off. It's Max Watchman to go second, Zoe Hanconta to go third, Quentin Judge fourth, and finishing with the 3-time winner of this Grand Prix, Bertram Allen and Pacino Amiro. Cassie Cruz, our course designer this week, and starting this time into the jump off over the green brain juice fence over near the ponds. And from there it is up to the IDA Development fence at fence 5. Roll back then to the Turquoise Towers at our next on course. And from there, from 6, it's down to 2 parts of what was the triple combination in the burgundy and white at 7B and 7C. New fence 16 comes into play as they add a new fence onto the course this time. And turning back from the Brain Java fence that goes beyond the grab down there, and turning back to the Duta Corporation fence at fence 10. It takes them up then straight up the arena to the Bainbridge Vertical at fence 11A, and completing the course at fence 12. That's the Oxer in front of the Derby bank, where many sitting alongside to watch right now. 5 go for the money, $140,000 in the prize fund for this IDA Development sponsored class. Our thanks to them once again. We've also got the presentations coming up for our Leading Lady Award, that kindly brought to us by Martha Wachtel-Jolicoeur, and our thanks across to our official veterinarians as well from Palm Beach Equine Clinic throughout from equineclinic.com, and for all of those, remember, photos available through Sportfot at sportfot.com too. And walking up, our very first to go into this jump off, the first of 2 Grand Prix yet this afternoon, our National Grand Prix to come a little later. But the big highlight of the afternoon is this one, $140,000 in the prize fund. 5 going over the track. It's a time allowed of 56 seconds and all set to go. First, the 5 gave us the first of the clears. They go in the same order as they did in round 1. Yalikas is the first, and the new youthful star from Israel will lead off the charge. And this is Abora's Crunchy Nut. Very good clear to start us off. It's Yalikas going the double clear there with the Boris Crunchy Nuts. Time of 55.30 and sets the standards.
Max Watchman will challenge, and the Irishman, 4 times a gold medalist in the European Youth Championships aboard Coolmore Show Jumping's Canem JAZ. 55.30, the time to beat. 50.35 at the time with the 4 faults. The knockdown coming at the Brain Java vertical at number 16 for Ireland's Max Watchman and Canham JAZ.
Yali Cass keeping the lead so far. Zoe Henk Conter now, and Zoe for the Stefex stables now, the home base back in Belgium. And this is the mare Tombola Z for Belgian rider Zoe Henk Conter. New leading combination, 49.60 into the lead for Zoe Henk Conter, and Tombola Z takes a big slice, nearly 6 seconds off Yali Cass's time, and so with 2 to go, Zoe Henk Conter, the new leader.
Taking us to the first of our 2 remaining combinations in the jump-off round for the U.S. This is Quentin Judge and the 14-year-old Belgian bred mare H.H. Griffin van de Heffink, owned by the Double H Farm. .47.43 had the time, but the knockdown at 7C for Quentin Judge and H.H. Griffin van de Heffink. That'll go into 3rd place with 1 remaining for the jump-off round in the Ida Development Grand Prix.
Yeah, it was quicker than that. The leading time at the moment, 49.60 from Zoe Henk Conter. The last to go is a 3-time winner of this class on the field, and it is going to be Bertram Allen as the last to go. It's also been a 5-star winning horse for him here in Wellington too. This, the Aloga Stables Pacino Amiro, needs to be faster than 49.60. Last to go takes it 47.67, and it's good enough for the now four-time winner of this Grand Prix. Bertram Allen and Pacino Amira will bring home the win for the Irish flag. Once again, four times winner here on the field as part of this Week 6 Grass Showdown. So Bertram Allen is the winner of the Ida Developments Grand Prix. Zoe Hank-Conter finishing in second place there for Belgium. Yalikas, a very good performance to finish top 3. It is Quentin Judge in fourth place overall, and it is top 5 for Max Watchman of Ireland 2 with Canum JZ. From the first round, it's Alex Matz, the best of the force, in 6th. 7th place to Spencer Smith, and top 8 for Zaina Rizvi. But the big winner of the FEI Grand Prix, the Ida Developments Grand Prix here on Week 6, it is congratulations and another brilliant finish. Four-time winner now to Bertram Allen. Presentation coming up.
Inviting back the top 3, and they'll make their way over to the Ida Development Aux for photos as we present to the best out of our group of 33 this afternoon in our $140,000 three-star Grand Prix presented by Ida Development. You dream it, we build it. Ida makes your custom building dreams a reality, specializing in Equitan rubber flooring, custom barns, steel barns, buildings, and covered arenas, as well as outdoor arenas with the state-of-the-art irrigation and drainage control systems. You can visit the showroom between the Magavaro and International schooling rings. Teresa Shane and Harry Knopp, owner of Ida Development, here for the presentation this afternoon, and we invite forward. We'll do the leading lady presentation. Martha Wachtel Jean Le Coeur of Douglas Elliman is proud to sponsor for the 17th year the Leading Lady Rider Award. Today's Leading Lady Rider was calculated using a point system based on the results of this week's Adequan WEF Challenge Cup and today's Grand Prix, with today's class counting for double points. Congratulations to this week's Leading Lady Rider, Zoe Hank-Kanter, presented by Martha Jolicoeur and Dr. Stephen Norton. Now we'll present to our top three in the field for the Ida Development Grand Prix, and Israel's Yali Kass, the first to come forward for photos. One of our three double clears on the afternoon for the young Israeli rider, showing his own entry, a 12-year-old gelding by Cardento. Your third place combination, Israel's Yali Kass and Obora's Crunchy Nut. Second place combination to come forward next, and she just received the honors of WEF 6 Leading Lady Rider. She finishes second on the double clear effort, picking up the red rosette this afternoon with the 12-year-old mare Tombola Z Batulon. Congratulations to Belgium's Zoe Hank-Kanter, second in the Ida Development Grand Prix. And your winner up next, four-time winner of this Grand Prix, rider representing Ireland on the top call of 47.67, taking the win by about 2 seconds over the jump off a track. Congratulations to Ireland's Bertram Allen with Pacino Amiro. Mainstream Munchies for our top three entries here as we continue with the presentation. And next we will honor our champion groom for the week, and receiving the Double H Farm Grooms Award and the $500 bonus check. Congratulations to Louisa Munter, the groom for Pacino Amiro, your champion groom, and this week's recipient of the Double H Farm Grooms Award. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove cover for the National Anthem of Ireland in honor of today's Ida Development Grand Prix winner, Bertram Allen. Thank you again to Martha Jolicoeur and Dr. Stephen Norton for being on hand for the presentation for the Leading Lady Rider Award. Thank you to Teresa Shane and Harry Knopp with Ida Development, presenting to our top three in the field for the Ida Development Grand Prix this afternoon. And congratulations to Bertram Allen, picking up his fourth Grand Prix win of this week throughout his career, now leading the lap of honor with Pacino Amiro. Congratulations again to our top three. Israel's Yali Cash in third. Belgium's Zoe Henk Kanter finishing second. And Bertram Allen and Pacino Amiro adding another Winter Equestrian Grand Prix win to their names. Setting the course now for the third and final Grand Prix on our Sunday schedule here on the grass, our $25,000 Dot Technologies National Grand Prix. We'll set the course and allow inspection before getting underway here with our final Grand Prix on our Sunday schedule.